Hi, I'm Elaine Shea. I'm the Verge Program Director, and this is GreenBiz Studio. And I'm here with the Acting Assistant Secretary of the Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy at the Department of Energy, David Friedman. Welcome, David.
Thanks.
So, EERE, Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. Not necessarily intuitive. So tell me what you guys are doing at EERE.
Well, we're certainly not a household name, but we are an important part of the Department of Energy that invests about $2 billion a year to ensure that America not only sustains its leadership, but actually helps our nation win the clean energy race by investing in energy efficiency technologies, renewable power technologies, and sustainable transportation technologies.
Cool, and also even advanced manufacturing.
Absolutely.
So bringing jobs back into the United States also.
Absolutely, and that's part of our energy efficiency efforts because we look at manufacturing in a couple of different ways. First of all, we want to make sure that in the United States we are manufacturing the technologies to produce clean energy here in the U.S. At the same time, there's so much more that manufacturers can do to make themselves more competitive, basically save themselves money by being even more efficient than they are today, and then you can take that money and you can turn it into creating more jobs, more profits, and hopefully more technologies.
Cool, so let's talk about applications. So what are you finding, because you're looking at so many different kinds of
Absolutely.
solutions, so what are you finding as one of the most promising things right now?
Well, we've seen a lot of progress since 2008. We've helped drive the cost of wind power, solar power, batteries for electric vehicles, and even LEDs. We've helped drive those costs down 40 to over 90% while those market shares have been driven up. The question now is, that's the clean energy revolution that's going on right now, but what's next? I think one interesting space that we're looking at right now is the world of connected and automated vehicles. These are great technologies that on the safety side can help eliminate the human errors that cause over 90% of the car crashes on our roads today. But it can also help us save energy, reduce the amount of energy we use by optimizing the routes that cars and trucks drive. And if you can avoid crashes, that means you can completely rethink the way you own and redesign vehicles. You can dramatically cut the weight out of those vehicles, you can make them smarter, you can make them more efficient, and you can make them a lot more affordable.
Cool, well, a lot of our audience is from the business community. They're cities as well as corporations. How can they get involved in terms of the investments that you're making and some of the solutions that you're seeing?
Well, first and foremost, one of the things that we have to do is, while we're in the middle of a clean energy revolution, we've got to pick up the pace. We're facing significant challenges across our nation when it comes to climate change, needing a stronger economy, and our energy use. So every corporation across America and around the world has a role to play in picking up the pace of clean energy innovation. But on a day-to-day basis, I think there's a few key things that companies can do. First off, invest in energy management. There's the ISO 50001 and our superior energy management programs are opportunities for businesses to work with us to cut their energy use by 10, 20% or more, saving them money and allowing them to invest in their own future. At the same time, corporations are in a great position to be investing in renewable power themselves, not just developing it, but actually making sure they either install or buy renewable power to help that economy and help that part of our economy grow.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for those insights, and hopefully our audience is going to get involved more. Thank you so much, David.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.